Hello, hello. Welcome. Just fixing. Sorry for the movement, just making sure I'm centered. It looks like I'm kind of tilted here. Hopefully that focuses. Welcome to everyone that's joining me. Can't believe it's the last Tuesday of the month. Hi, Heather. Hi, Carmen. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Yes, there is quite a bit of a lag, and Facebook, we were just talking about this at work, is that they keep changing their interface. So hard to navigate Facebook. It's like they need its own little manual. So happy that you are joining me. I'll give it a couple seconds and then we'll start. And if you missed the beginning, I am going to be on replay as soon as I end the live. But welcome tonight. Welcome to everyone that's joining me. I can see some of your comments, but they keep disappearing. So welcome to the Papercrafters Learning Live. I am Darlene, and it is our last Tuesday of the month. Can't believe that already. And our theme for September was Teacher's Choice. So I picked Mixed and A-Mingle. And this was a card kit that is available at the store for purchase. And the reason why I wanted to show this tonight was that the cards are amazing, and I'll show it to you in a second. But there was so much goodies left over that you can make a ton more cards, which I will make some with you tonight, as well as show you some more of my own creations that I made with the leftover kit. So in this kit, you create 8 different cards. It comes with half a pad of a 6x8 pad. It comes with the full sheet 12x12 stickers, and as you can see, I still have tons left, and that's making the 8 cards. There was also the decorative brads. I have so much left over, as well as the chipboard. So you can see that after creating the 8 cards, there was tons of stuff that we could use to make even more cards. So some of the cards that I have done ahead of time have extras, like adding some bling and some glitter to jazz things up. And then I have a couple cards that I want to make with you tonight. So let me start off by showing you, I'm just moving stuff and tucking stuff away, the cards in this kit. So in this kit, you recreate 8 cards. And what they did for the base cards is using the Color Vibe solid dotted paper. So those were their card base. So here was card 1, could be in different orders, but you make gorgeous cards, and I love the colors. It has that tint of pink. I don't know if my screen will fit it all, but there are 8 cards that you make here. And as you can see, I have a lot of leftover. So gorgeous cards and lots of layers using either the stickers or the chipboards. The instructions are amazing. And if no one has seen Simple Stories instructions, let me just give you a little peek here. This is their cutting guide. I love how their cutting guides are very straightforward. It always tells you the name of the paper or cardstock that you're using, how to cut it, what's extra. And then when you go through the instruction part, everything is in full color, and step by step, they give you all the details that you need to make the card. The one thing I like also about their instructions is that any of the bolded print is what you're looking for. So they'll tell you green card base is in bold. It will say 3.5 by 4 piece of red floral. So it catches your eye and you know what you're looking for. Very, very easy cards to make. And here were the 8 cards. So tonight I am using the leftover pieces and creating more cards. I will create about, I think I have already pre-cut and 4 cards I think I have tonight, and then I did 5 on the side. So first things first is I have some interactive cards that I wanted to do. So first is I took plain cardstock and I scored the size to make a gatefold card. So here are the extra pieces. So what a gatefold card is, instead of having the scored in the middle, you are creating 2 flaps to make it a gatefold. Some people like to put a little belly band to keep it closed, but I will leave it open. Just to save some time purposes, I already pre-cut some of the leftover paper I had. So let's put those down. This is a solid red cardstock. And as you can see, there is tons. And depending on how you like it, I like to give it a border. I find I can save paper that way and use the paper elsewhere. So here I am putting 2 layers. First, I have the red, and it has about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Hello to everyone joining me. So here's 1 layer, and then I had this leftover green with poinsettias all over. I cut 2 panels. So I really wanted to show you some quick and easy cards that you can make, but also making it fun. I love fun folds. So here is 2. It is optional if you wanted to put another pattern paper in the middle, but I wanted to leave it white. I might see whatever extras I have, I might just put a strip at the top and the bottom. So that way I'm not wasting a full panel of the pattern paper, and I can save it for something else. So looking at my goodies, I can pick anything to use here. So I have stickers. I have these ones here. I just want something to hold this closed. So I think I'm going to use the ornament. And of course, I can't find my powder tool. So because these are sticky at the back, you do want a powder tool to take off the stick on the parts that are stickers. So I'll show you in a second. So I will, do I want the wreath? Or even this reindeer sign looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll use that one because it's bigger. So with this one here, it is a sticky backing, but I want only half of it to stick on the card because you don't want to glue down your card shut. So just eyeballing it, the other half, I'm going to use this powder tool. And I'm going to just dab a little bit of powder on the side I don't want sticky. Just running my hand so that way it doesn't rip the paper. And then slide that down. So it looks like a little door handle. And there, see? Left side is sticky and my right side has no stick, so that way it doesn't stick down your panel. We can bling it up by adding jewels, or let's add some jewels. I just like to add bling to everything. So I have these Spellbinders fashion taupes. They're like little pearl jewels. And it just gives it a little bit of extra. So let's just pop some little dots in the corner. Because the pattern paper already has a lot of red and green, I just picked a nice neutral color so it's not too busy. So I like to put things in 3s, and because this has like 4 different sizes, I'm just picking 3 random ones, and I'll put one at this corner too, so that it draws your eye all the way across. And there. I have to say, these pearls are amazing. They stick really well. And probably should move this one down. So really jazzing it up. or the paper. And there is our first card, and it's a gatefold. It is simple, but it's just enough to make some quick ones to give away during the holidays. So that is card number 1. Card number 2 is another fun fold and something different. So we always picture cards where it has, where are my cards right now? I just had it a second. We always picture cards where it's, you know, it opens to the side or opens to the top. I like to make unique cards with different fun folds. So I call them fun folds. And here it is basically, there's your A2 size card. I scored it. I wrote down 1.5 and just folded it over. And that way you can add some decorative pieces. And here I have 3 different pattern papers. So remember, these are all the leftovers. So I take a look at what I have left over to use, and I base my measurements on that. So here is one that fits nicely around. So as you can see, I didn't have much paper left, so my border is a little bit bigger, but that is okay. Oh, let me know if I am freezing because my iPad just froze on me. Hopefully I am okay on your side. This weather has interfered with our internet. So here is the top fold. And then what I like to do is, because it's so white here, I like to add another decorative piece of paper. So here I have one of the 6x8 pads it has little dots. It reminds me of little snowflakes. I am going to put it just on this end. Oops, didn't center that properly. And I will show you in a second. Just making sure the white spaces are equal, top and bottom. But when you close it, it just gives you that nice finished look, and it's not just plain white. And of course you can decorate it with different elements. Let's put some cinnamon buns, because who doesn't like a cinnamon bun? So these particular chipboards from Simple Stories has a sticker backing. I am going to add a little bit of glue just for extra support. I find that over time, these chipboards, because they're heavy, they just fall off. So I just like to add a little bit more glue. And I think I will put this one right here. And then you could put a sentiment here. Because I use a lot of my sentiments, there's not much left, but maybe I can put a little icon. So I have a cinnamon bun. Let's put a hot chocolate, because who doesn't like something hot? And I think this one here I'm going to have half on, half off. So just like our earlier card with the gatefold, I am going to make sure. So this right side is where I want sticky. So the left side, I am just going to dab some powder just so it doesn't stick. And maybe put it up here. You know what? Let me put some extra glue on this side. And it's just using my extra pieces. And then I do have little words that I could create a sentiment with my little words, or let's see what I can use in this one. So let's put, I love these word stickers because you can use it in any way and make your own little sentiments. And I'll show you one of my favorite ways that I learned from Alexis, where she used these little sentiment stickers and made a Christmas tree. So I will show that to you afterwards. But there, very simple card. You can also add jewels. Because this is really green, let's do a little pop of red. And it's not necessary that you have to put jewels. I just like to bling everything up, and maybe just even bling the little hot berries here. So that's what I'm going to do, is add some of this pop of red to those little berries. And then just drawing your eyes. I really like that. Maybe I'll add one little red one here where the sentiment is. So I'll put one on this side and one on the other side so it looks like a little sign. So let me bring that closer. And there. Quick and simple, but I just love that very simple look. Just adding the jewels gives it a little bit of definition. So tying that red in 3, so red here, and red here. But it's a fun fold, and yes, you can add more pattern paper here or just leave it as is. If you don't like this opening, you can always put a little bit of glue, but I just like how interactive that is. So here is card number 2. So card number 3, I did a little bit offhand, but I wanted to show you, well, let me show you what inspired me. So I have this door here and this fireplace here. And one or the other, I took out my Lawn Fawn brick stencil and I used paste and created like a little backdrop for my card on a separate piece of paper, and then I adhered it down to my front of my card base. And you can pick either or, whether it's the fireplace or the door. And I thought just having, let's do the door because the fireplace is red brick. So, but just even popping that up with a nice sentiment at the top. So I'm taking this door, going to add a little, some 3D foam. And if you know me, I love creating scenes. So the nice thing is some of these bits and pieces, you can create a scene. Because there's too much brick, I have some glitter paper that I use for another card. And let's cut a little piece at the bottom to represent like a snow, like a ground, just so it is, I just eyeballed it. It was a little bit bigger than my brick, but at least then my door to the house doesn't look like it's floating on bricks. So let's stick that down. And something about glitter. Hopefully that will stick. And then I can glue my door down. And you could put like a sentiment. The door is a little bit smaller, so I might have to find a big sentiment to go over. Why won't I use? I have this joy, or I had that wreath. Where was that wreath that I had a second ago? Just reminds me of those houses that have those wreath on top of their door, like on their top, like roof part. So let's put it there so that then the house doesn't look awkward. And then I can put joy on the roof. So I'm just using the stickers to add a little bit more. I think I'll put it down so you don't cover. Debating where I want my joy, whether to, I think I'll put in the middle. Right here. So that can be my sentiment. And then I think I'm going to take this taupe, or if you had a gold jewel, you could put it in the center, but I think I'll use this taupe one here. And then I'll take a red one and put it on the bow. Told you I like to bling everything up. I just feel like it gives your card a little bit more. So here's another card, and look how simple that was. Just taking stencils and glitter paper and some of that stickers, and we have another card. So that is card number 3. Card number 4, what I have here is an easel card. It's another easy, fun fold card where you take an A2 size card and you score it in the middle. And it is a funny measurement for the score. So what I like to do is take the flap and just fold it to the middle. And there is your easel card. So let's create this card. So this one will be a scene. One of the papers I had left over had these little dogs dressed up in little holiday outfits and a candy cane. I am going to use the candy cane as my wallpaper. So that will go on top of the card. So it's right over here. And then I had this piece over here. I had the dots or the plane, but I think I wanted the solid side to represent the floor. So when I thought of the easel card, there was a piano and the fireplace. So I wanted to create like a little room setting, and I thought it would be cute to have it as an easel because then it will stand. So inside, I just wanted to give it some pattern paper. I like these little postage stamps just because it had lots of color. It's very bright for the inside. So that way when the card is propped up, there is a little bit of design. So when it goes like that. So here is the fun part. So let me find the pieces. So there was a chipboard. Whoops. So there was this piece here with the piano, and there was either the fireplace or this little kitchen set here. I think my initial idea was the fireplace. So I'm going to create a scene, and remember, because we want it to stand up, we don't want to glue all of it down. So here, oops. Going to do the same thing is remove the backing, if I can find the sticky backing. And just put, oops, powder only on half. Great to have powder tools because you can make anything not sticky. But just remember not to do the whole thing. I'm adding extra glue. And let's have the piano on the right side. So let me push that down a little bit. So I'm not sure, it's hard to show you the easel card on camera. So basically if it's fold up, your piano will be upright. And I thought it was really cool. So here is my fireplace. Going to do the same thing, unstick just the top, just so it doesn't glue on the cover, and then add some glue at the bottom. And I love creating scenes here. So let's put the fireplace right over here. Oops, I don't remember how far down I went. So right where the top is. So I have all that. And then we can add some little details. Let's add, trying to see what I can add on the floor. Oh. Looking at my stickers. So here's a little candy cane in a glass jar. I am going to put it right on top of the piano because, you know, we always have decorative pieces on top of the piano. And then I'm going to turn it over just to unstick the sticker so it doesn't stick down. And we can put words here. So we can either put words here or inside. So maybe we could put 2. Let's do, well, just because the card kit is mix and a mingle, I'm losing everything here. Let's do Mix and A-Mingle. And then now we need a stopper. So with the stopper, let's put, I'm going to use Merry Christmas. I might have to back that with something. Let's see, what scraps do I have left over? So I'm just going through my little bits of scrap. Because it's pink and that background piece is also pink, it's going to get hidden and no one's going to see it. So I'm just going through all my little scraps here. I must have something that will fit before I cut a piece. So here's a yellow piece, leftover piece that I'm just eyeballing. Cutting a little bit to the side. I'm just freehand this way. So here, so this one I'm going to glue flat. I am tongue-tied tonight. It is a great way to use your scraps. So wait till you see my last card that I'm going to do with you online. It's a fun way and I tend to do this a lot. So we need a stopper. That was just a sentiment. Now I am going to, what should we use as the stopper? I already used food. I want something nice and big. Let's use the stocking. So here's a chipboard stocking. And I am going to, where would I want it? Put it right here. And you just want something raised to stop the easel from falling all the way down. So you just want to create a little nudge, not sure if you can see it, where this piece just gets stopped by that chipboard. And chipboards are a great piece. But if you're using a sticker, just put foam and it will work the same way. I feel like over here is missing something. So let's take, going to see what pattern paper I have left that we can make a little carpet or something. Oh, that's too green. I'm creating a little seam, but I feel like that needs a little bit of, like a little carpet or something. Do I have a solid color? That's the same color. Tell how many scraps I have here. Well, let's bring in that yellow and do like a little carpet. So what I'm going to do is just create my own little fringe by just snipping the ends here. Doesn't have to be even, but I feel like it will give it some texture. Too bad this set doesn't have like a pet cat or dog unless I fuzzy cut one of the stickers. But I just create a little bit of some fringe on my little carpet that's going to go close to the fireplace, but not too close. Like a little rug here. Just to give the scene a little bit of something. You can always prop if you have an animal, a pet sticker. So something like here, I could fuzzy cut this and have him laying. Let's see if I can do that quickly. Probably won't work out as nicely because this dog is really small, but let's see what I can do just so I can show you ways to use your stickers and not be afraid to cut them apart. So I'm going to fuzzy cut this quickly. Won't be my best fuzzy cut. And it is a very small dog. So let's see. Just so we can complete the look of this. I think this is a Schnauzer dog. But so I'm just fuzzy cutting this little cute little dog. And Very hard because he has like a scarf, and I don't think you want to see me fuzzy cut this little piece for that long, but let me show you. Okay, so not my best fuzzy cutting on live TV, or well, live Facebook, but this will, oops, 1 second, have a piece of the fuzzy cut. Just to show you that we can put a little dog playing on the little rug. So here is the easel card with my little schnauzer in front of the fireplace and the piano. And that is a quick and simple card. So those were some nice, easy cards, interactive cards. They're really fun little folds. One thing I wanted to show is sometimes we have little scraps, and I know rule of thumb is nothing less than 2 inches you keep and the rest you toss out. But what I like to do before I throw anything out is find pieces that I could use to create, and especially it can work with birthday or, you know, for this one it's Christmas, but I'm finding some nice size, making sure my orientation of my paper, but you can make them as presents, and this is one of the ways I like to use scraps. I'm just looking to see what patterns I have. And think of it as wrapping paper. Don't think of it as paper. Well, it is paper, but think of it in another way. I tend to use rectangles. So I'm just picking my scraps. You can always cut it down, but I just wanted to show you how quick and easy this is. So I'm just taking random leftovers, making sure you change up the color, and I'm stacking them as if they are boxes. This one I might want to trim down just a tad. Give me a second. Where is my cutter? Just cutting it down just a tad, or it looks too big, because you know when you stack your presents up high, you always go from biggest to smallest. We want that to resemble similar. Eyeballing sizes. So I had this one. And then I might have to trim it down. Let me just cut it. It's faster. Going to cut this down just a little bit because we need a bow. But great way to use up your scraps, and then you can chuck out all the little pieces. You can take ribbon. I have twine in front of me, so I'm going to use that and tie a bow, if I can tie a bow, just to give it some texture. This is when I should find my bow maker and take that out, because then you can make a fancy bow. And let me just trim this down. And one thing you can always also do is that you can put your ribbon or twine all the way down and just tuck it underneath and make it look like it's tied all at once. But here is just a quick and easy way. And all we need after, so it's just using leftover, is put a nice sentiment, and you can change up the sizes, or you can stack a little bit more gifts, make it squares, make it rectangle. But it's a quick and easy way to use up those little pieces of scrap before you chuck it. I don't think I have any more big sentiments on here. They're all little ones. But Let's add this for fun. This one says to Santa, so let's give Santa a present. Just to add some texture, it's this little one. I'm going to tuck it right under here for some detail. And then of course you can always bling it up with jewels, depending on you want pearls or gems. I have some of my pink button galore here. Let's see, before I make a big mess, let's see if I can take any out and stick some, just so there is some color. And because, well, the reason I picked pink is because this set has, oops, too much glue there, has some pink in it. So I thought bringing in, you can always change up the colors. Need a few more. I'm gonna do it here. Make sure I don't put a big blob like last one. Just so I can put a little bit of, I think there was a little one. There is a little one. For some reason, I like using different sizes. I'm going to change one of this to a little one. Oops, let's see if I can remove it. And just one little one here. Oopsie daisies. Just adding some pink gems, and my glue is oozing out. And there you go. So quick and easy card. So let me put this away and I'll show you the other cards I did off camera using the same paper pack. The only thing I did was just add glitter paper. So here's the ones we created tonight. The stack of presents, the easel card, the door frame, and then we had this one here with this fun fold and the gatefold. So what else I created? Quick and easy. Here's one by just adding some pink glitter, the pattern paper from the 6x8 pad. I cut out, the sticker sheet had a border of postage stamps. I cut them out individually and I put 3D foam and stacked them. Here's one. Here's taking my thin leftover pieces and created my own background, and it had a Merry Christmas chipboard that I just added, and of course adding some of the jewels. And then here is one where I took some of the bigger pieces, trimmed them down. This was a 3x4 card, mat it with some nice glitter, white glitter, and there's another card finished. Here is a scene. It had a little sleigh with presents on a chipboard. I used the glitter paper, cut my own little snow hills, and then using those little pieces. So remember how we just did this stack of presents here? I used the little pieces and created a little cluster of presents. You can tie little bows or draw them in. I put pearls to represent little bows. But here's another one. This was a 3x4 card that I cut down just for some sentiments. And my last card for tonight was using those word stickers. If you have those word stickers, this is one thing I learned from Alexis, is stack them. Pick the words that resonate with you, and I used it for my Christmas tree. And it had this like sugar cookie that I used for the star. And I took that solid red, made a little floor landing, took a piece of that, I think is the leftover from this 3x4 card to make a little trunk, and created a scene. So I hope you enjoyed that and it inspires you to use the extras that you get from any of your kits and create a lot more. And as you can see, I've created 5 with you tonight and 5 last night, plus the 8. That's already 18 cards. And look how much of this set is still left. Like a lot. I think my brads are somewhere in this pile. But I still have paper and it's not done. So very, very beautiful kit and it's a reasonable price. It's $29.99 if you're interested, but that's Mix and A-Mingle. So thank you so much for joining me. It is our last Tuesday. Next month, October, is a new theme, and our theme for October is pink for breast cancer awareness. So tune in to our posts where you will see what we have planned for the month of October. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, and we will see you very soon. Have a great night.